Welcome. Are you checking in? Lovely. Let me just log into this system here. Just a minute, it's slow to wake up. You know how Windows XP can be. Not a problem, darling. Okay then, here we go. What name is the reservation under? All right. Yep, here you are. Easy as pie. Looks like you're here for 5 nights, is that correct? Okay, I got you in one of our king suites with a water view, that right? Lovely. Now, can I please see your photo ID and also a credit card to have on file for incidentals? Yep, the room is prepaid. You won't be charged unless you go to the cafe or spa or gift shop and charge things to your room, which you're totally free to do at any time during your stay. The final amount will be tallied on a statement at the end. Yep, it'll be emailed to you at the email address on file. Does that work? Okay, great. Thank you for those. One moment, please. I appreciate your patience. I hope you haven't had too tough a journey to get here. Oh, really? That's a long way. You must be exhausted. Well, we'll get you squared away as fast as we can, okay, hon? Then you can relax and unwind. Are you here for business or pleasure? That's wonderful. Good to get away and decompress. That's what we do best here. We aim to be as relaxing as possible. We do have a few conferences going on this week, but none of that should impact you. The conference center is far from the guest rooms, and we're not even at half capacity right now, even with the conferences. So you should be just fine to explore, chill out, enjoy the amenities, all that. There shouldn't be any major noise. Nope, not even from the... Oh, right, the sign for the International Drumming Association. They're just wrapping up their conference now. Don't even worry about it. They won't bother you. And if you hear drumming in the guest rooms, you can just call security. We'll take care of that right away. Okay? Fantastic. Did you bring a car? Okay, no problem. If you decide you need one, we do have a small fleet of vehicles to rent, as well as car hire and rideshare services that we operate directly out of the resort. Why Uber when you could just use us, am I right? All that has an extra fee, of course, but if you don't plan to leave the resort area, it won't apply to you, so don't worry. Good. Here are your cards back. Everything's all squared away for you. Now, let me get you situated with how the resort works. It's super easy, don't you worry your head, but it helps to know the lay of the land, so to speak. First off, the free Wi-Fi password, here is that. This applies in all public areas and also in your room, and you can have as many devices on it as you want. Of course, all included. We see Wi-Fi as a right, not a privilege. I can't believe there are hotels that still charge for access in this day and age. It's like charging for running water or electricity. Can't charge a gator for snapping his jaws, you know? I'm glad you agree. So, here's a map of the facility. You can keep this after I walk you through it. Keep it handy until you know your way around. Don't want to get lost. Right, so this is where we are right here. I'll circle that. See? Lobby. And this is where your room is, over in this building. Your building's called Stormfront Key. All our buildings are named for islands and charming places. Helps to maintain that nice vacation vibe. Your room is on the 2nd floor. Do you need assistance getting up there? There's an elevator, but if you need extra help, we can do that. Okay then, very good. So you enter the building here, use your key card to get in, and then go up to the 2nd floor and right over here. This is you, see? Yep, I'll write your room number here so you don't forget it. I won't say it out loud though, just in case. It's a privacy thing, darling. One time I was checking into a hotel by myself for a conference. I was in Austin, Texas, and there were a couple of unsavory-looking fellows in the lobby just sort of watching. They didn't work there. I don't even know if they were guests, but they were paying very close attention to things going on. And then the front desk clerk gave me my key and loudly announced what room I was in. So incredibly unprofessional. I know, right? You could have knocked me over with a feather. I asked for another room and for him to please not announce it like that. He didn't even realize what he'd done wrong until I explained it. So yeah, lesson learned. We deeply value privacy here, and we do what we can to protect it. Much like when you're in the checkout line at the liquor store, where you go from here is no one's business but your own. Okay then, there's your room, and this whole area, all these buildings, these are all guest rooms as well. So you'll be away from the louder stuff in the main building. Now this right here, this is the main pool. You can see it's pretty big. There's a towel counter here and lockers over here. All these lounge chairs are available. They can't be reserved in advance or anything. Just first come, first serve. But this section here, this is the cabana section, and those do need to be reserved. So if you'd like to use a cabana, just call the concierge desk and they'll set you up. Yeah, so easy. Now this over here is the pool bar. A wide menu of beers, wines, and cocktails are available there, as well as soft drinks and juices, and water, of course, if you like that sort of thing. Me, I prefer a nice mint julep on a hot day, but that's just me, and never when I'm working, of course. Gotta keep my wits about me. But yes, feel free to enjoy the pool bar. There are some specialty cocktails there that you can only find here at the resort. Well, depending on what you have planned later in the day, I do suggest trying one particular drink. It's called the Northern Aggression. Very, very tasty little thing, but if you do try it, it will very likely take you out of commission for the rest of the day, especially if you have more than one. So, drink at your own risk. I take zero liability for your choices, honey. Okay then, over here on this side of the property, this is the quiet pool. We call it that because it's smaller and doesn't have the water slide or other fun things kids like, so they tend to avoid it. This pool is more for just sitting and relaxing, getting some sun, maybe swimming a few laps. There's no pool bar here either, but it's a nice spot to unwind. Yep, towels right there. Over here, back of this building, is the laundry facility, if you want to wash any clothes while you're here. Maid service handles the room, of course. You don't have to wash your own sheets or towels or anything. That'd be crazy, wouldn't it? Like, what sort of ridiculous Airbnb nonsense hotel would make you do that? No, this is for clothes and only if you want to use it. But we also have a laundry service, so you can send your clothes out for washing and they come back clean and pressed. Yep, the pickup is in the morning and there's a special bag in your room. Just put the dirty clothes in the bag and hang it outside your room at night. They'll come get it and wash everything and bring it all back to you in the afternoon. There's a charge for the service, of course, but it's a good one if you need something washed and don't want to deal with it yourself. After all, you're on vacation. Right. Now, there are 3 restaurants here at the resort, all with different styles and focuses. The fanciest one's right here, to the side of the convention center. It's called Flurman's, after one of the first chefs who worked at this resort, Albert Flurman. It really is a lovely restaurant. It's got a view of the water, you can probably see that. It looks out onto the beach, and it's great for sunset viewing. Also fireworks when we have those. I don't think we have those while you're here, but next time. Things to know about this restaurant. It's pretty expensive, the most expensive place to eat here, actually. And it does have a dress code, but it's a mild one. No flip-flops or tank tops, no rips in clothes, no just walking in there in a bathing suit. This is a classy joint. Dolly Parton ate here once, actually. Oh yes, the queen herself, so we maintain a high standard of quality. If you do decide to eat there, you'll find a truly amazing menu. I recommend the Gulf Snapper, it's fantastic. No seafood? You realize you're at a beachfront resort, right? Well, slap my back and call me Heimlich. I guess that's true. Lots of people like the ocean but don't like seafood. I wouldn't want to be one of those people, but good for them, I guess. Good for you. Hey, God made me a strong, capable, fish-loving southern woman, and I will not go against his plan. Now, last thing, Flurman's does need a reservation, so call ahead, ideally a few days ahead if you want to eat there. Got me? Good. The other 2 restaurants on site are here and here. This one's called Waves, and it's a sort of casual sit-down place. Still gotta wear shoes, of course. This ain't a catfish shack, but still pretty casual. No reservation needed here, and the menu is a lot less fancy. I recommend the fried gator tail. It's seasoned so well. Even the Colonel couldn't do it better. Not that anyone knows what those herbs and spices even are. Okay, but you know what? We do know what the herbs and spices are. We just don't always know their proportions. Proportion is key. Do you get me? Now, Waves is a great choice for most meals. They have a really nice Eggs Benedict for breakfast and brunch. They also handle the room service menu for all the rooms. So if you're feeling room service and you order from the in-room menu, it'll come from Waves at far higher prices than you'd get if you just walked down there. Honestly, wouldn't stop me. I love room service. I'm happy to treat myself by having food brought directly to my face. I can eat in bed or in my robe, watching mountain monsters or maybe some Alabama football, Roll Tide. To each their own, I guess. Now, this last restaurant here, this is the Whistle Stop. It's a counter service place, so you order at the counter and then seat yourself. There's inside and outside seating. The food's pretty good. Nothing to write home about, but if you want a quick pizza or sandwich, this works. They have decent desserts if you like sweets. Really good pie. You like pie? What's your favorite type of pie? Well, at any given time, the Whistle Stop has 5 or 6 fresh pies available. The flavors vary depending on the day and whatever the baker feels like making. But we've had coconut cream, key lime, chocolate pecan, spiced butternut, red, white, and blueberry, strawberry rhubarb, butterscotch, French silk, lemon chess, banana cream, sawdust. Trust me, sawdust pie is outstanding. I think the recipe's from Kentucky. Try it if they have it. You'll like it. I won't spoil it for you. You got any food allergies? Then yes, you'll like it. Cross my heart. Okay, those are your 3 eating places, but of course you can go off property and eat too if you want. Or order stuff in. We don't mind it. We get Uber Eats orders at the front desk all the time. Yep, now a couple more things I need to show you. Over here is the spa. If you want a spa treatment, book as soon as you can. That fills up. The most popular treatment is a mud bath. It's supposed to be great for the skin. But there's lots of other treatments too. If you're here to relax, that's how you do it. Just press the spa button on your in-room phone. Of course, all licensed and insured. Over here is the dock. There are boats and jet skis to rent if you want to take an excursion. We also have deep-sea fishing charters, all catch and release. Well, think about it. If you caught a massive grouper, what would you do with it? Exactly. Your room would stink to high heaven. Catching's the fun part anyway. Going out there, trying your luck, seeing what bites. So exhilarating. Once you catch it, it stops being fun. Well, yeah, just ask my ex-husband. Now, also here at the docks, you can book water adventures. There's water skiing, tubing, parasailing, things like that. All totally safe, triple checked and inspected. I recommend tubing. I think it's a blast. Suit yourself, whatever blows your hair back. This is your vacation. We have a game room. It's located right here off the main pool. Lots of current and retro arcade games, things like that. We also have board games you can borrow here at the front desk if you want to play some old-fashioned checkers. You'd be surprised. Now, here on the map, see this? This big loop? This walking trail goes all the way around the resort. It's great for walking, jogging, riding a bike. The place to rent bikes is over here, right here. The trail's 1.5 miles long and winds nicely, not too rough elevation-wise. If you want a proper challenging hike, there are places off-site that I can recommend. Also, we have agreements with off-site vendors for a lot of other activities like horseback riding, spelunking, frog gigging, gator baiting. Look, we are proud of our local color. You're here, you might as well enjoy it too. If you need any toiletries, souvenirs, anything like that, the gift shop is right through there. We have some super cute t-shirts on offer if you like t-shirts. And of course, the lounge and bar right down this hall, where you can sip on a nice drink and just vibe. Lots of comfy leather chairs and all that. You'll like it. All right then, I think that's all you need to know. Need help with your bags? Okay then, just go out the door at the end of this hall and across the courtyard to get to your building. Can't miss it. Go get settled and start getting down to the business of relaxing. That's an order. You're welcome. You take care now. And if you need anything, just holler.